Mm-hmm.
When I showed it to Nick, Nick said it looked like a yokai, and that's, like, about right. So, like, I don't know, maybe it'll evolve into something cool, but for now, it's like, eh. And then there's Yamper, which is, I think it's just a normal type, but it gets, like, spark and shit, so people are suspecting that it'll evolve into an electric type. And it gets,
Cool.
or it's either they haven't confirmed the typing, or, like, people are suspecting that that's the typing. And it's based on a, what's the dog that everybody likes? Shit, I can't think of its name. I can't think of the name of the dog that it's based on. It's like the really popular dog.
I don't know what you did. I don't.
Fuck, I gotta look this up now. Popular dog breeds. Did I make my... Yeah, I did. Labrador, Bulldog, Beagle, Poodle, Vernier, Terrier? No. Well, no. Husky, Pomeranian, Corgi! It's based on a Corgi. So it's adorable. Let me actually get their pictures for you, so you can take a look at them.
The real question is, how come Mega Absol's not Dark Fairy?
A great question. Here, this is just... Oh, it is... Yamper is an electric type. And he's got a new ability called Ball Fetch, which allows him to fetch a Pokeball that you failed to catch a Pokemon with.
That's wicked.
Yeah, it's sick. So, there they both are.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. See what I mean about Impidimp, though? Is that it looks kind of, like, off.
Fuck?
Like, it looks weird.
That does not look like a Pokemon.
Right! Exactly. Like, it doesn't look like a Pokemon. It looks, like, off. Yamper does, but, like, Impidimp looks like... I don't know. Maybe it'll evolve into something cool. But for now, I don't really like it that much.
God.
What'd you do?
I deleted the wrong one.
Oh. Thought you, like, stubbed your toe.
No. Deleted the one I didn't want to delete.
Happens to the best of us. Oh, we got stunned.
I didn't even know that.
I remember the storm. Oh, okay. Thank God we got the 10. That's a fucking...
He has a shitload of pips.
Yes, he does. It's time. I really hope he's not stun immune. His name is Viridian. Oh, he's got a green cap. He's Viridian the Vile. I like that. I think that's cool. But yeah, I mean, like, the problem is that, like, I don't know about Sword and Shield right now. I'm kind of, like, iffy at this point with all this stuff that there's just, like, controversy and all that. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm probably still gonna get it. Like, but it's just, like, I don't know, man. It's probably not gonna be, like, great, like, if they go ahead with this stuff.
Right.
And it's kind of, like, been like that. Like, Pokemon has kind of been on a downward spiral since, Generation 5.
Mm-hmm.
Which was,
I
like,
have to agree with
Generation 5 was, like, peak Pokemon in terms of, like... The only thing about Gen 5 that wasn't good was the starters and the competitive. Because the competitive was just, like, weather. And that just wasn't very, very fun. It's just all weather teams. Fucking Excadrill ran the meta. Excadrill and Politoed. Two most hated mons out of Gen 5 meta. But, like, I don't, like, X and Y was just, like, kind of, like, bare bones. There's, like, not a lot of content in there. People stan those games. You know this? You know these, like, people who fucking, like, die hard for X and Y?
I don't know about that, man.
No, there are. They exist. There are people who think that X and Y is better than ORAS. They're out of their minds.
Yeah.
Like, ORAS objectively has more content in it than X and Y. Like, it...
Oh, boy.
Oh.
It's gonna hurt a little bit.
A little bit. Might do, like, 2,000. That's my guess. 1,400. Not even. I'd eat that shit. But yeah, like, people stand X and Y, and it's like...
What does it take 2 your blades?
Yeah, it takes 2 blades.
Damn.
Yeah, Sirens is worse. Sirens does the same thing, but then it also gives you an accuracy drop. And it hits everyone. Yeah, Sirens is busted. I don't like Sirens. Every time I see Sirens, I cry a little bit. Yeah, like, X and Y was, like, a good introduction to 3D Pokemon. It was, like, it had, like, all these, like, really cool, like, cinematics and all that, but it wasn't, like, they clearly didn't put that much effort into, like, the actual craft and story of it. Like, they were just, like, remember Kanto? Remember all these other Pokemon? Now they're Mega Evolved. And it was like, yeah, that's cool. And then, like, then Sun and Moon came around, like, finally, they're gonna show off some cool stuff that they can do. And it was just like, oh. It's like, oh, I wonder if the Aether Foundation is gonna be the bad guys. Oh, they are. Like, it's like, the moment I saw them, it was like, those guys are gonna be the bad guys. Like, it's so obvious. It's like, at least with, like, Team Plasma, it's like, them being hypocrites was, like, kind of, like, interesting. It was like, oh, like, these guys aren't even practicing what they're preaching. There's got to be some sort of ulterior motive there. It's like, with these guys, it's just like, oh, I know that they're fucking the bad guys. Like,
they're the bad guys.
It's like, oh, what a coincidence. The Team Skull keeps stealing the Pokemon, and they keep recruiting them. Or they keep getting them back, and they're very suspicious looking. It doesn't take a detective to figure this out. It's pretty easy to figure out. Hey, I liked Ultra Sun and Moon more, though. Because at least that was, like... Because, like, one of the things is that, like... With the exception of, like... or Black and White, because Black and White is the exception. Like, generally speaking, the Pokemon, in the end, were, like, the adversary. If you know what I mean? Like, Ruby and Sapphire, it's like, you go in the end and you fight Groudon or Kyogre. And then, like, you know, and like... They kind of switched it in regular Sun and Moon, where it was like, in the end, you fight Lusamine. You don't fight Solgaleo or Lunala. You, like, work with them. And then in Ultra Sun and Moon, it's like, you fight Necrozma. And that was cool. Because you had to actually fucking fight Necrozma. So it's just like, you know, like, why didn't they do that before? But then what was also weird about that is they also managed to botch that, because it was like, we were still fighting, like, the Aether Foundation, right? But they were they were trying to stop Necrozma. So, like, we were actively stopping them from doing a good thing. Like, if they would have just, like, and they were stupid too. They should have just been like, wait, no, don't attack us. We're trying to stop this evil Pokemon from destroying the region. Like, nobody seemed to communicate in this world. Everybody is just, like, a fucking, like, they're like the bad guys in Hotline Miami. As soon as they see, like, a fucking slight, like, movement, they just immediately shoot. So yeah. With that being said, Sword and Shield does look amazing, and Zacian still is fucking hench as fuck.
That's true.
But it's just like, if you're not gonna have the whole dex at a launch, you better fucking plan on adding it in.
Right.
Like, that seems like common sense to me. If you're not gonna have it, because Pokemon Bank wasn't available at launch of X and Y, so they were very limited. Right. But now we gotta fight these Fomori for the birds.
Yes.
Okay, we gotta fight. We gotta collect 6 bird seed. Ba-da-da-dun-da-da. But yeah, you know. Sword and Shield. It's gonna be the game that... I think that they said that it was like... There's gonna be well over 1,000 Pokemon. Which is like...
In this gen?
Yeah, in the game. Including forms and stuff.
Oh.
So, like, that would make, like, it's not that there's going to be, like, a number 1,000 Pokemon. Is that if you include all the form changes in that, that's about 1,000.
Damn.
So, yeah, I guess if you include, like, Megas and obviously any other Pokemon that changes forms, like Kyurem, all the... What is their trio name, the genies? The Forces of Nature. Fucking most hench-ass name for a legendary trio.
For real.
So you got Gen 1, you got the legendary birds, and then you got the legendary beasts in Gen 2. And then you got the golems in, or the golems in, or I guess, what, is it golem or golem? I don't.
Golem, I think.
Whatever. You got the Reggies, like, whatever. You got them, and then you got the Lake Trio in Gen 4.
Yes, yeah.
And then you got the fucking Forces of Nature! Like... And then Gen 6 didn't even have one.
Gen 7 had the Tapus, right?
Yeah, but they weren't a trio. There was 4 of them. Yeah, they kind of dropped the trios. They haven't had one since Gen 4. Which, I mean, like, it's a little disappointing, but, like...
They have one this gen.
Yeah, hopefully. I just kind of want them to go back to, like, a sort of... I mean, because they're bringing back gyms. Did you see the new gym leader that was revealed?
Yes.
Yeah, the black lady?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a water-type gym. I can't remember her name, but she looks quite cool. A lot of people were having a field day with her.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
As they always do.
This is just, like, it's a sad state for me. Like, I don't know how you feel about this, but I kind of, like, don't like how every character that's, like, mildly attractive or very attractive in, like, a cartoon setting, just automatically, it's like people just draw porn of them. It's like, do you have, like, any, just, like, obviously Masuda or whoever fucking designed that character was not drawing it with the intention of making people, like, make porn of it.
I mean, I've just accepted it at this point.
Right, like, I get that there's no stopping it, but it's just like, you know, at a certain point it becomes sort of disrespectful to the artist, where it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, did you want us to appreciate your character on an artistic level? Because I'm only going to appreciate her on a sexual level, for my own personal sexual pleasure.
Yeah.
It's especially bad for stuff like this, where, like, there's, like, these characters have character. Like, they have, like, there's more to them than just, like, how they look.
Right.
Which is kind of why Boa Hancock from One Piece is kind of funny, because, like, her whole character is that, she's beautiful. And, like, they kind of make fun of it. And that makes me laugh. But that's about it. Another thing that happened that I did, I played the Jump Force story.
It's bad.
It's really bad. So, like, basically imagine this. Imagine if, take the Subspace Emissary, but instead of, like, going on these, like, platforming missions where you travel the world and meet all these different people, imagine that when you enter a level, or you, like, start at the hub, you just, like, teleport to the level, and then you just do, like, a regular Smash fight against, like, CPU. And it's like, the CPU is like B-Tech as fuck, so they're really bad. And then you win, and then like a little like thing, there's like a little animation or whatever, and then you go back to the hub. And you do that about 5,000 times, and then you get to the next chapter.
There you go.
Yeah. Is like, the only thing that they ever changed in terms of fighting was the second to last fight against Prometheus, who is like the big villain who is very boring and not. I was like, you obviously don't fucking care if I spoil it. The director is the villain. Spoilers. Oh no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it? Because it was very predictable.
Was it? I didn't see it coming.
Well, he's like, he looks so fucking suspicious. Like, he totally is like the moment he enters the scene with the bad guy, it's like, oh, he's the bad guy. It's like...
Damn.
And then, like, he becomes, like, Prometheus, who's, like, this blue hench-ass guy, like, alien-looking dude. And, like, the second to last fight, you use your creative character, and he removes all your, like, abilities.
Oh, so you can just punch?
Yeah. And it's stupid, because he can use his abilities, and his abilities are fucking broken. Like, he'll just, like, lock, and because it's, like, the story mode or whatever, or it's, like, missions, like, it's not like your, like, level is, like, set, you know, like how in, like, when you do competitive or ranking, where, like, everyone's damage is, like, the base damage. Like, his damage is, like, one, like, regular move just, like, shreds half your health.
God damn.
And it's just, like, you basically have to just, like, keep on hitting him and don't let him move for, like, ever to, like, wipe out his health bar.
That's annoying.
And then even when you get your powers, he's still just as fucking annoying. It took me, like, I think 2 tries, but it was just, like, it was 2, like, very intense, like, oh, just fucking spam Red Hawk until I win.
Basically.
Yeah, that game is just so weird. Like, there's, like, all these, like, stuff, like, there's, like, abilities and, like, perks, I guess, that you can, like, equip to yourself, but, like, it was never, like, explained how they work or, like, what they are.
Right.
And, like, it's, like, I don't even fucking know. Like, and I beat the story without even knowing. So it's, like, did it even fucking matter?
Right.
Because it's not like you use it in, like, the competitive either. Because that's all just set. It's like Destiny if, like, you know, Destiny had, like, no game.
Yeah, it's like there's like these weird elemental like advantages.
Yeah, right? And I was just like, what the fuck does any of this mean? Like I recently discovered that you can, like, level break, or you can limit break your level so you can go higher than level 20. Like, I was just like, oh, I guess that's a thing that can happen. But what do the levels mean? I don't fucking know. It doesn't like show like a stat boost when you level, you just level up. It's just like,
how many seeds did you collect?
How many seeds? I got 3.
So did I.
Yeah, it's just like, you look at a game like that and you just, like, think, like, this is the company that made the Storm games. Like, there is not a single QTE in the entire story. Not one. That is, like, Bandai Namco's, like, fighting game anime staple is QTEs. And what
they rushed this game out to make the money.
Basically. And what annoys me further is that, like, I think I told you in the text, the story comes off as like a fan fiction, where, like, you write, like, with your own, like, create a character as the center. Like, I don't think that should have been how the story was. The story should have been focused around the big 3, and you should have been playing as them most of the time. You shouldn't have been the focus. Your create a character should have been a side thing that you can do, and you can use the create a character in the hub world. But the story should have been like, oh, Luffy, Naruto, and Goku joined forces to destroy this evil force that's threatening their worlds. Like, that would have been cool, like, if they all kind of, like, emerged and Naruto was like, who the fuck are you? And he was like, I'm Goku, I'm from Dragon Ball Z, who are you? And then, like, Luffy comes in with the Straw Hat crew and all that. Like, that would have been so much cooler to, like, see them all convolved. Like, in the story, they just act like they kind of, like,
slowly gather the group as you go.
Right, and, like, in the story, it seems like they all kind of, like, know each other. It's like, what the? These guys are from totally different universes. How do they just, like, know each other?
Yeah, like, the first mission is, like, you run around and grab, like, 10 people, and they have, like, one interaction that's not even, like, animated, and then it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like,
now they're part of your team.
That's another thing, is that there's, like, selective animation. Like, certain, like, cutscenes are, like, fully animated with, like, dialogue and, like, people actually talking. And some of them you can skip, but then there's other ones that are also fully animated with dialogue, all that. Can't skip those. Then there's the ones that are, like, the infamous ones, which are the ones with no dialogue and text boxes that are not animated at all. But there's no reason for any of them to be any of those 3. Like, there's no rhyme or, like, they just are. And Bandai Namco always kind of had this problem with, like, story, like, character animations, like, talking and stuff. They've always fucking had that problem. Like, if you've ever played, like, the Storm story, it's just, like, I don't know what it is. Like, they just don't know how to, like, realistically, like, animate or, like, have conversations with characters, because it's always just, like, there's, like, awkward silences, or, like, the way that they're, like, moving around is so unnatural and weird. Like, that's just always been a Bandai Namco thing. But it was just, like, it was especially bad here. Like, it just was really bad. Like, I remember there was a scene where Luffy, like, jumps onto Sanji and piggybacks on him. I was just like, what the that never happens.
Yeah, he calls him curly brows.
Yeah, I didn't read any of the dialogue. I just, like, skipped it all. But, like, I told you this. There was, like, a part later on in the game where you have to go fight Kaguya in the Hidden Leaf Village, and they send you with Naruto and Gaara. And it's like, what? Who, like, I get the Naruto, but Naruto can't beat Kaguya by himself. Like,
yeah, well, you never watched the show when
yeah,
Naruto
like,
and
you know,
Gaara
when
Kaguya
Gaara got
in the Leaf Village.
yeah, like, yeah. First of all, she was just there, which is like already like a fucking. That's another thing that's so weird to me, is that they all seem to be like totally like oblivious to the fact that certain characters are alive or like just exist. Like, what's weird too is that like Boruto is like there, but like Naruto is not like the age at which Boruto should be there.
Right.
So it's like, what the fuck?
I guess you're my son.
Yeah, what's even weirder too is that like they categorize Boruto into his own show. Like it's like Naruto Shippuden characters. It's like Naruto, Sasuke, Kaguya, Gaara, and then it's Boruto, Naruto the Next Generation characters. And it's like, he's the only one, and he's going to be the only one. Why don't you just put him in the Naruto universe, because that's where he is?
Now, how come we didn't get a 6th Naruto character if he's from a different
Yeah, right.
show?
If he's like his own thing, why don't we get another Naruto character?
We technically only got 5 Naruto characters.
Did you collect the seeds?
Yes, but I'm playing Shock-a-Lot.
Oh, okay, I gotta go.
Actually, wait. I don't know if I collected the seeds. I thought it said that, but I can't 100%.
Well, I gotta go use the bird feeder, so I'll wait for you. But yeah, there's so many aspects of it where it's like, I'm pretty sure that the people who were in charge of the story didn't read the manga or watch the show, or like at least were Ichiro or Oda and Kishimoto like even consulted? Really? Because it's
probably not.
It seems like they weren't. Like, it's just like baffling to me. The only really cool part was at the end when you go to fight the bad guy. He's in like this sort of like in-between universe of the Jump universe and the real universe, and it's like all around are like images or like screenshots of manga from like the big three. So like you can see like Robin at Eni's lobby, and you can see like Sasuke with his Mangekyo awakened, and then like Naruto and Neji and all these other like really famous moments in the manga or show. And it's like, that was really cool they did that. But then it's not happening in the arena that you fight, which is the same place that is happening. So it's just like, oh, okay, I guess they just cut that out of the arena. But that's it. That's the only redeeming quality, is that aspect of it. Oh, look at little birds. Those birds look stoic as fuck. I don't think they're alive. I don't think they're alive. Look at them.
Why can't I use it?
Back out a little bit. Or maybe it's because the birds are there.
Oh, they're right. Well,
Oh, is it letting you use it?
there we go.
Okay.
Yep.
To the caliber.
Have you seen any of the info on the new One Piece movie?
No, I have not.
Okay. Do you want to see this poster?
Okay, actually, now that you mention it, I think so. But go ahead and send it my way.
This is like a new one that just came out.
Oh shit, we got another quest from Night of the Sacred Words? What the hell?
Do you know like anything about it?
No, I don't really pay attention to the movies.
Well, this one, all I heard is people were like, it's supposed to be like the Avengers of One Piece. And I was like, okay, hold on, what is that? And then I saw this poster and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Did you?
Basically, the
Where are you sending it?
bad guy. On your phone.
Okay. But go on.
The bad guy is like a former member of the Roger Pirates.
Okay.
He's like really fucking strong, so they need like a bunch of them to help.
Right.
Look at this poster, bro. Look at everyone that is there.
Let me take a gander, take a goose.
this unlikely
Oh my
band
god.
of
Oh
people.
yeah, I've seen. Okay, yeah. There's Boa, Law, Smoker, Lucci, Sabo, Buggy, and then there's the bad guy. Is that all of them?
I think so. Well, not like all the characters in the movie.
Right.
But I'm assuming that those are like
Those are like
main
those are
forces
probably the
involved.
leaders of the crews that they're like working with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like
yeah,
watching Law and Lucci fight together or something like that.
Seeing Lucci
Like,
and
that's not
Luffy
some
fight
shit.
together.
Right.
They like
they gotta put
hated
it
each
aside.
other. Did you get this quest from the Knight of the Sacred Words? He has another one for us that he just like. Right?
Maybe not.
I'll grab it. Or I'm right by him. Jesus. Oh my god, we gotta fight so many knights. We gotta fight Red Thorn Knights, we gotta fight Amber Knights, we gotta fight Logris Knights. Yeah. Oh, these people are fighting. Well, you know, we only got.
What are we fighting now?
We gotta fight Red Thorn Knights.
Okay.
We only gotta fight 3 though, so it's only 1 battle each. I'm already in a battle with them.
Ba-ba. I didn't watch the new episode. What was in it?
What, 8888?
Yeah.
It was basically just about Kuma. That was like the main flashback or whatever, but it was like kind of fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
He's a
like the
slave
stuff
now.
that was like actually like there in it was cool. Like
Mhm.
shoot, what was the one like what's her name? The female, the one girl from the Worst Generation.
Mhm.
She like broke in.
Yeah.
Like she's like there, and she was from the same kingdom as Kuma,
She is.
which is fucking wild to me. Like I never put 2 and 2 together that she was from that kingdom. And then that was like one of the big things, and like Sabo was like fucking mad. He was about to fucking destroy the guy who had made Kuma his like slave.
He was big pissed.
Yeah, I would be too. Poor Kuma. He's a slave now. That man used to be a well, he's still a warlord, but he's like a slave, and they just like toss him around. It's like everyone gets him like for like a week, I guess.
He's like basically a gigantic super weapon, and they're just like
Yeah, they're
using
just like
him for
fucking
sport,
spitting
riding
on him,
around.
basically. Yeah, and they talked a little bit about how the Don Quixote, the Fishman Island Celestial Dragon, presumably, his Don Quixote's uncle or Doflamingo's uncle, or like
Right.
uncle, cousin, someone who's of his family.
Yeah, whatever.
Like somebody. But like they brought to mention like how that family's always been crazy between the incident 30 years ago when they left.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, yeah, that's cool. And then they talked about like how Kuma's like all basically it was like a focus on like what Kuma was doing in the background, which I thought was it was a better way of doing a flashback than what they had previously been doing, where it's basically just like, remember this arc? Like this was specifically about like Kuma's involvement in the story. So like it started with like him on shoot, where was he? Oh, it was like it started with him like the revolutionaries and all that, and then it went to like him on Thriller Bark as a warlord, and then it was like him on him at Marineford with Ivankov, and how Ivankov like couldn't get to him, and then it was like, and then by the end it was like him on Saba Odi, like protecting the ship, and Frankie explaining that he was like a savior to the crew.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, and that was about it. I can't remember what the preview to the next episode was, for the life of me. That's this person just gotta watch, like. I don't want to attack because I know that another one's just gonna join.
Right.
Oh, and he's giving me a blade. But yeah, LOL, you don't like your pet? Who are you? Fuck off. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know who he's speaking to. I'm just attacking this poor guy.
Talking about pet. He doesn't even have a pet.
Yeah, he does. He's got a little, his pet's, I mean, yours is better. He's got a little, see, it's the little, sword and shield.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little armament pet, I think is what it's called. Why is another one not joined? What the fuck? Hurry up! I don't know. Is someone in another battle? I'm just gonna go for it. Fuck it. No, wait. No. I see him. He's ever so slowly. Finally. Yeah, great job, enemies.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
What are these guys? Are these guys like roasting each other? What is happening? I mean, yours is better. Plus, I don't have one of those yet. Explain. I want that pet. LOL. LOL. Enlighten me. I don't have that pet yet. LOL. What? These people are having like... It's like brain dead levels of conversation. Good for her, Mason. My mom died. That's like those fucking posts, like where it's like, yeah, I'm smart, and it's like, please rescue me. I've been locked in a bunker for 25 years and nobody has found me yet. I'm living on 4867 83rd Street. Like, this is not a joke. Bro, that's not funny. I'm laughing. Like, what do you mean? It's funny.
Oh, you can't say your mom next to each other? That's so stupid.
Well, you don't have open chat. You gotta turn open chat on.
How does that do that?
You would have to go to the website, and you'd have to, like, turn it on. On, like, your user settings.
Be funny.
Can I do your mom? I think I can. I can do your... Yeah, I can do your mom, but you wouldn't be able to see it. Yeah, basically, open chat is just, like... It's just like text chat, except, like, most of the stuff that you can't say that's just, like, gibberish or whatever, you can say, but you still can't say, like, fuck. Like, you can't say any curse words.
I'm being such an asshole.
Did you just say, did your mom die or something? I love that you can't say your mom in that context. That's just so weird. What a stupid idiot. It's funny. Not funny. I don't know what you this guy's got a stick up his ass. Also, my wife left me.